All right, let's move on to the limb bones. And so the head of the humerus goes into that glenoid fossa, and it's easier to look at this on separated bones, and particularly this larger one. So you can see that smoother surface there. That is the head of the humerus. Then there's a bump on either side here. This larger bump is called the greater tuberosity, and it is opposite the head of the humerus. And then this part that is on the head of or next to the head of the humerus is the lesser tuberosity. Here we have it on the cat. It's a similar thing. Let's look down. We have the head of the humerus with the greater tuberosity. And if we flip it over, attached to the head is the lesser tuberosity of the humerus. On the bottom side, we have our condyle here that meets up with the radius and ulna. And it has a couple of processes coming out from it as well. So the capitulum is the longer, the shorter one. It's on this side. And the capitulum is the longer one. So if we take a look at it there, you can see it a little bit easier. The long side being the trochlea, the short side being the capitulum. Where the olecranon fits in, so we'll grab one of those here, is called the olecranon fossa. That's here. And this opening is called the supracondyloid foramen. Although there's usually some kind of hole in the humerus, but it's different depending on the species you're looking at. So here's a cat, and that pin is in that supracondyloid foramen. And so again, capitulum is the shorter part of the condyle, and the trochlea is the longer part of the condyle. If we go down, we get into the ulna, and it has its trochlear notch here, as well as the olecranon, which is this larger part that goes up, and that's your funny bone. It's got the little star on it there. The coronoid process is this part that goes down from the trochlear notch. And then it comes to a point on the end here, and this is called the styloid process of the ulna. The radius is more nondescript. Pretty much just a straight tube bone here, but it also has a process that comes down from the bottom here, and that is the styloid process of the radius. Now, it's difficult to actually identify the different bones of the carpus, and so for that, we only do it by picture, so I'm not going to point them out here. And then we end up with our metacarpals and our phalanges and little claws sticking out the end of them.